brothers and sisters, disappointment. And you know why? Because everybody sees us as something to use. How do we get Italy Africa Summit? A small country like the size of a pea. Italia Africa Summit.
Pronto.
A broke country calling rich countries for a summit. By the way, why don't we have like Russia or UK, not Africa, South America Summit? Would they even go? Why do we have these summits targeted towards Africa? Let's talk about the Italy Africa Summit, which happened some days ago, or it's still happening. We saw a lot of heads of state. We saw the Ghanaian president, we saw the Kenyan president, we saw the president of Zimbabwe, even saw the president of Eritrea, but people are talking about the picture because he looks so out. And you wonder why he went there. Probably he has a debt because Eritrea was colonized by Italy. What has trended a lot is President of Kenya, President Ruto, who sometimes back said this. He emphasized on the importance of self-respect and said, if we don't respect ourselves, nobody will. And he announced that he will never attend any global summit held on Africa to listen to single individual, stating that it was unfair for 55 Africans to do so. This guy also recalled what happened in the UK Africa Summit when they were abandoned in buses like small kids. And that was when we had a Pan-African President Ruto.
For the first time.
We loved that guy. Was like, wow, this is what we need. Then he did and he was made the ambassador of climate, and he's been visiting Kenya for 2 days.
And then going back to his office in the plane.
Yeah, so we also saw President of Zimbabwe, and they are saying hi to Giorgia Meloni, and there were reports that they are getting, I don't know if it's 3 billion euros or something, or 30 billion euros for the whole of Africa. But we didn't see Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali. Countries like Rwanda sent the representatives. Museveni and Samia didn't even go. So we have countries which are upright, and some which are just there. Because why are you going to a begging country to beg?
What does Italy have to offer, honestly, if not wine?
Wine and olive oil.
You know, do we really need the wine from
Next
Italy?
Time it will be Greece Africa Summit. Next will be Romania Africa Summit.
We are just too petty as Africans.
Everybody is talking about the development of Africa, except Africa itself.
How can you not see your potential and everybody else is seeing your potential? Why do you need to be validated by somebody else for you to realize that, wow, I'm this powerful? Kenya as a country has so much to offer to Italy as a country. Just Kenya alone.
Exactly.
Niger alone has so much. Imagine now bungling them all up and saying, bring all of your resources, bring all of your things to my country. You have created the, I don't know, lump sums of wealth for your generations and generations to come as Italy, just some small European country.
And like we said this last time, the biggest problem we have is African leaders who don't think in our capability. Like some are talking about sending our young people to work as whatever maids, and these are young people who have been through universities. They could be great professionalists, but they are sending them to work as maids and farm workers. Another one wants to go there because they have minerals, which he only thinks that it's only the foreign companies that can mine. And this is what we said last time. Why can't African leaders battle up our own people? Because you could be having, say, $1 million in Africa, and you're only thinking maybe of doing something, for example, farming, so that you can multiply your money. But that country has gold. Why can't this president tell people, hey, come together as a cooperative or as a company, create a company, buy machinery because you have that money, employ our young people who are experts of mining, and go mine that minerals. Whatever you get, you process, then we sell. And when we sell, this is what you keep, this is what we keep at the government. Its own people. But all these guys going there to Italy, to Germany and all that, we saw the president of Nigeria going to Germany to call Germans to come and get their natural gas and take it to Germany, when Germany is talking about funding their green energy. So Germany is using dark energy, Nigeria should use green energy.
Yeah.
And this is a time when we are
Distracting
seeing
you.
a Nigerian Dangote with a refinery. Imagine if it was this way. Dangote was given the mandate to mine the natural gas and to be the one selling to Germany. It would have created a lot of money
For Nigeria.
for Nigeria.
And
But they don't
employment.
trust in us. So
Yeah.
guys, we need to trust in us.
I'm trying to shy away from blaming our leaders. Well, if they are puppets, they'll just remain that way. I am now starting to blame us as the Africans on the ground. Because if you were to look at AES, the people themselves on the ground were the ones, night vigils, they were the ones cheering their leaders. They were the ones giving these guys momentum to say, do it for us, push on, push on. What about the rest of the African countries where they are puppets? We are just quiet, nobody cares. The more we talk about these things, the more we put pressure on these presidents. The more they feel the need to say, oh, I did this because of this. They have to be accountable. For example, if President Ruto keeps getting asked, why do you always feel the need to go out and look for jobs outside when you can create employment in your own country? He will have to answer. He will have to think of ways, innovative ways of creating the employment. But if we are quiet and let these things go without being noticed, then we are giving them the liberty to continue with what they are doing. African people, young people, talk about this issue. Even if some people are just calling us lip service, I don't know what, it works at some point. Imagine if all of us were talking and presidents get the information that these people are fed up with us ruling and leading their countries in a way that it's not helping. Then they'll have to change.
Do you want to say that Kenyans are quiet?
Where are they speaking?
Do you remember we just put a video of even a member of parliament, a senator in Kenya, telling Ruto what he's doing. You're selling us to the IMF. If you go to Twitter, you go on
They are
all media,
speaking.
they are speaking.
If you go to rallies where the president is, they are protesting against
Exactly.
it. Now that is the kind of action that Africa needs.
So it's not that they are not doing it, but this person, because he has already talked to his masters in Tuta, is not listening. Probably what could help such a country is what we are talking about. They did in Niger, BURKINAFASO and Mali. But before then, the common person cannot just wake up and go fight the army.
Imagine if every day that common person would be speaking about these issues, protesting about these issues, putting pressure. Do you think that these people would just relax?
And let me talk for Kenya. They are doing that. Even look at Larry Madowo. Is he a politician?
He's even wakening up Kenyans to say, what is wrong with our own country?
When Larry Madowo posts on Twitter, you see like 500 comments.
That's an awakening.
People saying we are tired and all that, talking about all this. So what I'm saying is people are not quiet. People are talking, people are fighting. Left, right and center. People are even doing what we are doing, trying to advise our presidents. No, you can do this. But let me tell you one problem. You cannot force a donkey to drink water. If he is into that, he will go into that. But what we are trying to do is telling them, stop doing that. First, start from the people. Can you do this? Can you come together, lump up your money, buy machinery and mine this thing? Like for example, Kenya just found out they have a coltan. And you saw what the minister said? We are going to call investors. Which investors?
Of course.
Foreign investors. Okay? But did he start with, let us talk about our Kenyan people? Are you able to do this? Can you, young people of Kenya, fundraise an amount that you can start even a small mining company that will be able to process this mineral? Then you sell, create employment. No. These guys are only talking about taking these young people to Germany to work
Bringing
on professional
the
stuff.
foreign investors to enjoy our resources. But for Africans, young Africans, may we always remember that yes, we cannot force a donkey to drink water from the river, but we can always force out that donkey from that river. If it's not drinking water, let it go. We cannot be begging donkeys to be drinking water.
Yeah, we cannot. But what we can do is, keep talking, the lip service, and hope that one day these people wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, for Kenya, at some point, the leader will be like, the elections are almost here. I have to go back to my Pan-African self. But that is just like a cloak, because we already know what he's doing.
And South Africans have been complaining that the ANC only remembers them around the election season. That's where they will start going to fix the taps that are not working in the villages, talking to these elderly people, visiting the sick in hospitals, and I've been seeing Ramaphosa doing that because elections are almost there. And we have allowed these things. I am saying we have allowed it because when these people, when it's time for elections once again, you will still find some young person who has even recognized this is happening for years, it has been happening. They will still put back that government, hoping that this time around it will be different. How do you do something over and over again and expect different results?
But talking about these summits, which are meant, they talk about bringing investors. Then we talk about coming together and creating bases which can mine our minerals, our own people mining our own minerals. And I think that would be the best thing to do it, rather than running, hey, we have gold, come and mine. We have natural gas, come and mine. We have oil, come and mine. You know, they say that we don't have the capability. But do you know Kenya, the Kenyan Power Generation Company, has been drilling wells for geothermal power in Ethiopia.
What kind of capability
They are even drilling. The Kenyan Generator Company is the same one that was drilling oil in Lake Turkana.
So our own people have been mining these resources, you know, at a small scale.
We only need to come together and use them. Buy the modern
and be innovative with our skills, because these people always had the skills, just that it's on a small scale. Innovation will make us go bigger, larger. That is the only thing that we need. We can even innovate better technologies that is needed to mine all of these things. But now we are being told we are not capable. When are we ever going to be capable?
They find it and they run out. That's what they do. And I'm challenging you, African leaders who are listening to us, think about this. Before going out for those investors, first ask your local people, can they do it? If they can't, then go for the investors. But start with...
for African investors.
Start with the diaspora.
You know?
And not just... if you are in Uganda, you can start with Dangote. Hey, Dangote, we have
We've seen you mining it in Uganda.
Can you invest the same in, you know? Then after that, now they can go to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Before now going to the countries like Germany, come and mine our natural gas.
That's the first priority for all of them.
Yeah, guys, let us know what you think about this. It's embarrassing for us. It's disappointing because we know it's very simple to lead by doing what Ibrahim Traore is doing. He's just opening a mining processing company that mines residues from mines, and they even did it. Like they showed him how to do it and he did it. And that is done with machinery made in Burkina Faso by Burkinabe engineers. And a lot of things. Everything was locally made, and it's the second in Africa. And I'm sure the first one was imported.
Capable.
Man, if you have links to the captain, we would like to meet him. But before then, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. Do not fail to comment. Watch this video, comment, like this video, share. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.